Listen up, you mealy-mouthed, pencil-neck geek. This is The Big Show, and you're watching Q Magazine's WWE DVD.
What have you been doing over the past few years? Can you bring us up to date on what you've done since you went into Ohio Valley to train up again in like 2000? So over the past 4 years, say, what's the big things you've been doing? What have you been up to?
4 years in one interview.
Just the big things. What sticks in your mind? Is the big things that you've done?
Sticks in my mind. Let's see. The United States champion. Had real good feuds with Brock Lesnar, good feuds with Kurt Angle. Just worked, wrestled, been successful. Beat Brock Lesnar in Madison Square Garden for the WWE Championship. Had a great stretcher match with Brock Lesnar. Broke the ring with Brock Lesnar. Lost the U.S. title this past WrestleMania to John Cena. Chokeslam Kurt Angle, 2 stories. Got suspended, and I'll be back in September.
Really? What are you going to be doing? So what have you got to look forward to in September?
I'm coming back.
What's going to happen? What are we going to see? We're going to see some action?
No, you're going to see me pick my nose. What do you think? What do you think I'm going to do? I've been off. I had knee surgery April 20th. My knee's getting better. I should be cleared by September. I'm coming back to work. I've lost 35 pounds. I plan on losing another 35 more to put me around 430, 440. I'll be lean, shredded, more athletic, more focused.
So you're back? You're good?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Alright, dream matchups. If you could have any matchup, if you could get in the ring with anyone, who would it be and why?
Kate Beckinsale from fucking Underworld. I'd have a dream matchup there, naked, covered in strawberry jelly. No,
But she's married.
I don't care, so am I. It'd be worth getting
He's
caught.
a big movie director though, isn't he?
Who gives a crap? I'm a giant. I'll screw him too if he's not careful. Anyway, now, if I had a dream matchup, I'd probably say wrestling Andre. I'd love to wrestle Andre. I'd like to wrestle Andre in his prime, and just give it a real go, a balls out go, and see how I do. I'd like to giant versus giant.
I was speaking to Nick earlier, who's the producer for the WWE games, and he said exactly the same thing. He said that would be his dream matchup, you versus Andre. Now, he did say that although it would be very close, Andre would win.
Well,
what do you reckon?
I don't think so. It's a different era, different time.
If you could take both of you in your prime and put you together.
Oh, I'm not in my prime now?
No, Andre in his prime, not Andre now.
You said both of us in our prime together.
Yes, so take
so
you
what
now.
are you
Take
inferring?
you at this
I'm not in my
moment
prime?
You're in your prime.
You better be real careful.
I would never say anything.
Get that red eye knocked right out of your head. I like to. I mean, it's a big difference. You know, Andre was a solid, strong giant in his day. But he didn't have the competition that I have to deal with now. The athletes have now, Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar, and the game is a lot more faster paced than it was back in Andre's day. I think Andre was definitely definitely had great balance. Was very tough. At the same time, Andre never ran against anybody like me. So Andre's never really tested. Big John Studd was the closest thing to ever test Andre, and still Studd's not like I am. Andre didn't have anybody that was 500 pounds in his weight. Andre didn't have anybody that was physical, that was aggressive, that was fast. I mean, for my size, I am fast. That's the thing that people don't realize in the ring. I am strong. I'm not just big. I'm very strong. So it's a situation that Andre, it would have been different. Now, if we wrestled 10 times, you know, I think I might win 6 out of 10. You know, that's 60-40 maybe 50-50, who knows? But I'm not going to get my ass handed to me if that's what you think. Nobody's handing me my ass. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Taker or whoever. The days are over.
Right. Ken's got a few more questions for you. How does the WWE of 2004 compare to your WCW days?
I make about 4 times the money I made in my WCW days, and so far that's all I give. No. WWE is a much better run company. It's more talent oriented, it's more oriented for the fans. WCW is a company that was owned by a television company that was basically fed a lot of money with no direction. The talent we have in the WWE far supersedes any of the talent we had in WCW. I mean, the younger kids we got now are working harder, they're in shape, they take care of themselves. It's a better working environment. People understand now that we're there for the good of the company, we're there for the good of each other and the good of the fans. The WCW days, it was all about each individual and how much they could get out of it. So I think all in all, it's a much better place to work now than ever in the business, ever.
What did you think of the NWO invasion angle when they brought it into WWE?
I thought it was a good try. You know, a lot of times in our business we try to reinvent things and reshock things. People were always talking in the background, oh, if the NWO came back, if the NWO, oh, the NWO came back. The NWO had its day has passed. You know, the Four Horsemen came back in WCW. They had their day has passed. You know, it's about being able to reinvent yourself, stay current. The best way to give that example is Undertaker. Undertaker changes with the times. He's still a main event performer. He still excites the crowds. He still demands respect. That's how you change for the good. Just bringing stuff back in because it was once popular is not necessarily a good thing.
What's it like with Vince McMahon being a wrestler as well as a boss? Do you enjoy kicking the boss's ass?
I've never had a chance to kick the boss's ass. I've had my hands around his throat a couple of times, but I've never had a chance to kick the boss's ass. I don't know if I'd want to wrestle Vince or not. Vince has got that crazy-eyed look. I think Vince will go to any extreme necessary to win a match. As we've seen some of the matches he's had, and they've been pretty off the wall. I think I'd make Vince my friend before I'd make him my enemy.
If you're playing the WWE video game, who would you star as in the game? Would you always play as yourself? Or?
I hate playing as myself. Because when I can't get up, it drives me nuts. I'm like, get out! And I can't work the controls. I'm not very good. I'd probably play like Kurt or somebody like that. That way if I get beat, I don't care, I can laugh. I can call Kurt and say, look, you just got your ass kicked on my video game. So.
And do you have any unfulfilled ambitions in WWE?
Do I? I've got a lot of unfulfilled ambitions. I want to have a run as a WWE champion, a long run. I haven't had my best match yet. I haven't had my best angle yet. There's a lot of things that I want to do that will happen in time. I've only just started scratching the surface of my real potential. Since I came back from Louisville, I've just now started to really turn it on and understand what it is I have to do. So this injury has given me a lot of time to reflect, a lot of time to prepare and be ready for September. We'll see what happens in September.
Like you want to kick, which I know you do.
Which is really close.
name is Nick Ledesma. I'm the creative director for the WWE franchise of video games. So we are very, very excited about Day of Reckoning this year. It's the biggest jump that we've made from one year to another to date on the GameCube franchise. So we really changed every part of the game. Story mode, of course, being probably the biggest change for this year. So we very much took much more of a real-life WWE programming approach to it. So you play through a story that you would expect to see on TV. So all the turns, the twists, the drama of programming is right there in this particular mode. You start off as sort of the creative superstar, so anyone you want him to be. And it's really up to you to build him up, all his different attributes, and take him from, you know, just being in a WWE developmental league with a bunch of other superstars trying to make it into the WWE, right through to the point that you're then on Heat or Velocity, and then actually into the WWE. Of course, your end goal is to win the WWE Championship, but there are a lot of things that are going to be at play before you even actually get to that point. So that was definitely a huge, huge change for this year. You see right away with the graphics, we spent a lot of time redoing the rendering engine so that the models really pop out at you now. They are incredibly lifelike. There's a lot of detail in the bodies, but also a lot of details in the face and the hair. So that's something that you'll notice instantaneously. Let's see, we spent some time on gameplay, so there are a few different things that we've done for gameplay. We have added a whole new attribute system. So the idea there is to really make sure that each character feels very unique. So certain characters have more strength, other characters have more speed, some characters just have great stamina. So the whole idea there is to really differentiate them that way and make sure that users are wrestling with their superstars in a way that very much tailors to their real-life strengths and attributes. We've added in a new sort of location-specific damage system. The whole idea there is to work on a particular body part, wear down that body part, which then brings the whole new submission system into place. And that's sort of a little tug-of-war meter, and the idea there is at the start of the match you're not damaged, so it's going to be very easy for you to break free. But as you proceed in the match, let's say that I've worked somebody's arm and now I put a submission hold on their arm, that tug-of-war bar, they're going to have all the rope because they've really damaged that arm, and unless you are an absolutely mad button masher, you're going to have a very difficult time escaping when you've taken that much damage. We've also added a cool new feature called the momentum shift feature. And the whole idea there is very similar to real life. There are different points in a match where one superstar has momentum and the other doesn't. The whole idea here is that at one point in the match, when the other superstar has all the momentum and you're in danger, you sort of have your last gasp tactic at getting back in the match. And this is sort of similar to a finishing move. You can only do this once in a particular match. And if you execute this, it's a total reversal of fortunes in a match, so you will take the other superstar's momentum. The risk with executing this move is if you fail to do it, basically you're done. The other superstar will then be able to. So it's really, okay, do I take a shot and try and go for this, or do I try and work my way back into the match? Those are kind of sort of the core changes for the product.
This game has not yet been rated.
To become an immortal, there are many risks. Many paths will lead you to deception and pain. But for those who stand in your way and betray you, their day of reckoning will come. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. WWE Day of Reckoning.
The exclusive, and quite likely the best PAL review of WWE Day of Reckoning. Check out this month's Cube 37 issue.